From parades to protests, the Ivory Coast is at a crossroads. Independence Day was meant to be a celebration, but instead, it's being overshadowed by a political firestorm. President Alassane Ouattara has announced plans to run for a fourth term. Despite constitutional limits, for a nation once praised as a model of stability in West Africa, the streets are rumbling with anger. Investors are nervous, and the world is asking, will history repeat itself? Alassane Ouattara told Ivorians he would once again seek the presidency. The problem? Under Ivorian law, presidents are meant to serve only 2 terms. His decision has ignited fury across the country. Critics accuse him of clinging to power, and comparisons are already being drawn to past elections that turned bloody. The message from opposition groups is clear. This move threatens democracy.
Oui, je suis candidat parce que...
Yes, I am a candidate because the constitution of our country allows me to seek another term, and my health permits it. I am a candidate because our country is facing unprecedented security, economic and monetary challenges, the management of which requires experience.
Dont la gestion exige de l'expérience.
Adding fuel to the fire, prominent challengers like Tidjane Thiam, the former Credit Suisse executive-turned-politician, have been barred from the voter roll. His party and others have accused the government of unfairly tilting the playing field. Plans for peaceful protests were banned, but this weekend, demonstrations are expected to go ahead. Tensions are high, and ordinary Ivorians fear the protests could spark unrest reminiscent of past violent elections. Beyond politics, the stakes are enormous. Ivory Coast is the world's largest cocoa exporter, and cocoa is the lifeblood of its economy. Fluctuations in cocoa prices already weigh on farmers. Any political instability threatens exports, disrupts livelihoods, and rattles global markets. According to the World Bank, the Ivory Coast has averaged an 8.2% growth rate over the last decade, making it one of Africa's fastest-growing economies. Investors have poured billions into Abidjan, betting on stability. But now, uncertainty looms. For years, Ivory Coast stood out as a beacon of stability in a troubled region. With neighbors rocked by coups and insurgencies, the country's progress became a rare success story. But with protests brewing and the opposition silenced, the risk of Ivory Coast sliding into unrest could ripple across West Africa. And that's not just a local problem, it's a global one. Cocoa supply chains, foreign investment, and regional security all hang in the balance. On the streets, ordinary citizens are caught between hope and fear. They worry that Ouattara's move undermines democracy. They fear that their voices are being erased from the electoral process. And they remember, all too well, the violence of previous elections. Many pray history doesn't repeat itself. Ivory Coast is standing at the edge of a knife. Will this election season prove the strength of its democracy or push it back into chaos? The world is watching Abidjan, because what happens here will not only decide the future of 27 million people, it will shape the stability of West Africa itself. Stay with Breaking Truth Network, where we cut through the headlines to bring you the truth, even when it hurts.